Okay, welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping and wholesaling houses in New York, or if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. So with all transparency, I hate this question, but I got this question and I'm going to answer it. And the question is, how many deals can you expect to do once you're doing a few years? The reason why I hate the question is because what you are going to want to do in a few years can be different than what you wanted to do when you started. When I started doing this, I wanted to just flip houses, right? I bought everything at auction, and I got renovated every house, right? I wanted to be Tarek El Moussa from Flip or Flop, ironically. And, I wanted to do 10 deals a year when I started, and it built up pretty quickly, and we did more than 10 deals. We had like 17 deals going on. And then what I realized is you got to be careful what you wish for, because when you get what you want, you may not want what you get. And I found that flipping, right, so really renovating, rehabbing multiple houses was a freaking nightmare. I hated it. And I didn't realize that, right? It was fine when we were doing one or two. I wasn't making enough money, but it was easy to manage. But when it got to more than a dozen, I couldn't get enough good contractors. I couldn't stay on top of the contractors. I'm going to say they fell through the cracks, but that's a real understatement. Things really hit the fan. And I realized this is not what I want, right? So there was a period of time where I was looking to buy a business. I bought a few businesses through the years, and I found a recurring theme when I was looking for businesses. They were usually for sale from older people who had a business that was more successful earlier, and then they believed, or at least they told me, that all the business needed was some young blood to get in there and increase sales. The problem with a lot of businesses is that when you increase sales, the business doesn't work. So let me give you an example. I was in the mortgage business. We looked at a mortgage company in Florida that just was completely mismanaged. And they took on so many obligations and could not handle the volume. So they actually got what they wanted. They had I'm talking $100 million in volume a month, and it could not handle it, right? They didn't have the funding for it to buy the properties. Deals weren't getting, people were closing and weren't getting the money. It was a disaster. And then we came in, and they had just hired a sales team, and they're like, oh, we just got to get the sales up. And we said to them, you do realize that more sales is what got you into trouble. And I think any business that you are doing, if you get more sales and get more business, and the wheels start falling off, you've got to really question what's going on. Now, sometimes the answer is you just need more resources, you need more people, you need something to fix it. But sometimes the whole business is messed up. Now, when I got to a bunch of flips and realized that this is not how I want to live, right? Where I really was wondering where the hell material went, and it was at the property that it was supposed to be at, but no one knew it was there for 3 weeks, and stuff was getting done out of order like that, then I realized I had to change my business. And so about 2017, what is that? It's about 6 years ago. About 6 years ago, I changed my business, right? I started going direct to seller so that I could wholesale a portion of my business, right? I'm about 50% of my business now, maybe 60. I wholesale and I assign the contract. To me, that's a business that's scalable, right? I don't need to deal with contractors. I don't need to deal with building departments, inspectors. Those are the parts of the business that I can't stand, right? It's not very cash intense. Also, it's an easier business. Now, I still close on 40 to 50% of my loans on my properties, and then I'll wholesale them, or maybe I'll rehab them, but at least I can control it. So there's no way to answer that question. I know people who told me, who I've literally helped them start, who told me, I just need to do 2 flips a year. I'll do one in about 6 months. I'll do a second one in about 6 months. They're going to make between $50,000 and $70,000 on each property. That's an extra $100,000 to $150,000 a year, and they're thrilled. So that's what they want. They want to do 2 deals. I understand that, right? They have a full-time job. This is a side hustle for them. They're not looking to make billions of dollars from this, and they're not looking to spend 30 hours a week on it. And I know guys that are doing 20 wholesale deals a month, right? But they have a team, they have a sales team, a lead intake team, follow-up team, transaction coordination team. My vision of what I wanted can be very different than yours. I don't want to have a huge team, right? If you see my office, I'm in a basement, right? I'm paying $1,000 a month rent. I don't want to go rent a big office for $20,000 and have a staff of 27 people who, where I gotta do 5 deals just to pay my overhead. That's not what I'm looking for. That may be what you're looking for. I don't know. So the answer is there's no answer to that question, right? There really isn't, right? And to be honest, volume is a funny thing. I go to Investor Fuel Mastermind every quarter. I was in Dallas in May. Was it May? Wow, it feels like a long time ago. And beginning of May. Guys get up there who are doing businesses that I am in complete envy of, right? $3, $4, $5 million a year net income. And they all get up, and not all, but a lot of them get up and they say, I just want more consistency. I don't want big ups and downs. That's part of the business. So I haven't closed that many deals this year yet. As I look at it, it's still a little disappointing. But I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 14 in the pipeline that could close in the next few months, right? In the next month. Well, next month and a half. That would be great. And I just sent out 3 new contracts. So people want consistency, and I would say it's close to being impossible. Close, right? Now, the easy answer, when I look at those guys, I go, well, you just had an $850,000 month. That's a great month. Don't bitch about having a $100,000 month the month after. But the consistency is elusive. So there's no answer to this question. There really isn't. First of all, you got to build a business that you like. And very often that's going to change, right? My business changed. For the first 4 years, I did this part-time for a while. And then 4 years I did this full-time. And after 4 years, I realized that I don't want what I was doing. I don't want to close on every deal and got renovated. And now I'm really I'm geared more towards wholesaling and wholesaling. That's fine. But understand, whoever you are, whoever watching this, the business you think you want may not be the business you want, right? You may want to do 2 or 3 deals a month. Maybe you can do that with 1 person or 2 people on your staff, and you might not want more. Everybody's different, right? So there are guys, guys who do huge numbers with small team. There are guys who do huge numbers with a big team. Everybody's got a different way of doing it. It's different in New York, right? In New York, deals are much harder to come by than in other places, right? If you're doing deals in Ohio, it's great, but deals in Ohio are going to make you $8,000. Deals in New York are going to make you $35,000, $40,000. So, you want to go start wholesaling in Ohio, you're going to need to do, 3 or 4 Ohio deals to make 1 New York money on a wholesale deal. So everything is different. There is no simple answer to this. There's no expectations. I don't know if you're wholesaling or I don't know if you're whole flipping. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you like. There are guys who like doing the construction. If you like doing the construction, do the construction, right? And it's very easy to get 1 or 2 deals a year. You don't even have to run them concurrently. You can run, do one, and then, when you're getting close to the other one, you find another deal. It's not hard to get 1 or 2 deals a year, and that might be perfect for you, right? Hell, maybe you only take deals where you can make $100,000. You make an extra $200,000 a year on 2 deals, right? Assuming nothing goes wrong, which happens often. So there is no easy answer to that. There's no amount that you can expect, because I don't even know what you're thinking you want to do now. And what I promise you, whatever you're thinking, however you envision your business now, when you do it, it will change. First of all, it's going to be harder than you think. It's a bitch to get a deal. It's a bitch to get a deal closed. It's a bitch to make money. These things are hard. It's hard. This is not easy. And everybody wants the easy button. What's the magic list? What's the magic tool? What's the magic cold calling company? What's the magic VA website? There is no magic, right? It took me a long time to realize that. There is no magic. You can use the best list, the best script, the best cold caller, best everything, and still have problems. Right? There's a lot of, most people get out of this business quickly because they don't have the persistency and the consistency, and that is what this is about. If you're doing the right things and you stick with it. Somebody called me yesterday and he asked me for help. I went through like 10. He said he wants to hire me for a coach. I go through what he's doing. I go, I'm not going to take your money. You're doing exactly what I would tell you to do. Everything you're doing makes sense, except I think I told him to expand in one thing. But he said, well, I want consistency. I'm like, just keep doing it. You'll get deals. You're doing the right thing. I wouldn't take him on as a client. I wouldn't take his money. It would be dishonest of me. I'm going to tell him to do exactly what he's doing. So there's no way to know how many deals to expect. There is no way to know what to expect. You have to follow a certain set of rules. You need to get education and do marketing. That's it. Learn how to do the business and then do the marketing. Be consistent and persistent, and you'll get deals. How many? How the hell do I know? Right? You may stink on the phone. You may be better on the phone than me. There are people much better than me at doing almost anything that I do. If you're better than me, you might close a higher percentage. I don't know what the answer is. Everybody's different. So I wish I could be more helpful. I know that I wasn't helpful to the person who asked this question, but the truth is you really got to think there's a lot of factors involved. So I hope this was helpful. If you're interested in all the ways I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, go to coaching.howtoflipnewyork.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching on any media channel, please click the thumbs up. The likes really help my SEO, my search engine optimization. A lot more people are watching my videos lately, and that's good. Please keep watching. And very importantly, I go live 5 times a week. Please keep the comments coming. You can ask any question. It does not have to be about the video you're watching. There are no bad questions. If it's a simple answer, I'll just reply with an answer. If it's something I've covered before, I'll send you links to videos. I just sent out 3 video links to like 4 people on 4 different topics that they asked about. If it's something new, I'll do a new video on it. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate it.